Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody had a great weekend, a great start to the week. Our dates are finally etched in stone, November 16th through the 18th, for our East Coast AJT family meet and greet. Sent out the email to all of you guys last night. If you didn't get it, just shoot me an email and I'll get it to you if you want to know the details. But we're having it right here, Charleston, South Carolina, at the Courtyard Marriott Waterfront. We're just going to get together, socialize, talk a little bit about this, a little bit about that, a little bit about stocks. And this is the one that I'm having here on the East Coast. I'm planning to have one out in Vegas first part of next year, then later on in the year, somewhere in the middle of the country. Haven't talked about that international stuff yet, but that'll be coming next. But you guys don't have to pay anything extra to be in our group or our inner circle. Everybody is equally important. I feel everybody has the same opportunity to make it, and I'm going to give you the same attention, regardless of whether you're here with me for a month, a quarter, or a year, whether you're my mentoring student. Everybody is equally important in AJT. And we have that family. I want to have that family atmosphere in chat, inviting. That's what I want. That's what I want to continue to build on. So if any of you members are interested and you didn't get the email, just shoot me an email and we can get together on that. Now, today was pretty slow. We didn't really get to do a whole lot of day trades. A lot of day trades weren't setting up. There wasn't a lot of earnings out there. It was just a slow Monday morning, and you don't want to force anything. But we did have a pretty good swing trade watch list. And I typically like to wait until the swing trade is done before I try to recap it, but had a lot of questions today in chat, and it's funny, I didn't realize it, but a lot of people don't know that's in the community, that's in chat, that we do a swing trade watch list / strategy session live every Sunday morning in chat, where you watch me go through and build my watch list. I talk about the stocks and everything. So what you want to do, and this is on the welcome email that I send out to everybody once they join. You've got a direct link to the activity and profit calendar. And the activities calendar is going to tell you everything that's going on that week. So you'll see on Sundays, pretty much every Sunday, whether I'm in town or not, we do a swing trade watch list session. Because if I have internet in my hotel, which 90% of them do, we do the swing trade watch list. Then if we have an education webinar or a class during the week, you'll see it here. And what the class is going to be about. It's all right here. All you do is go to the website, click on activity and profit calendar, and you'll see it. Now, let's say you miss the swing trade session. How do you get the watch list? Well, I don't email out a watch list with just the tickers on it. It does no good. Does you no good for me just to say, hey, these tickers are on watch. You don't know what I'm looking at them for. You don't know what the setup is. And this type of swing trading is 90% technical. It's not fundamentals. I'm not doing a whole lot of research. It's purely technical setup. And I'm looking for them to mature between 2 and 5 days. Because I'm not looking to hold them for a long period of time. And, so you really need to see the video and understand what I'm looking for, how I'm looking for it, you know, how I'm looking for it to set up and all of that good stuff. So if you missed the video, I'm going to put it right here. It says updates every week. Every week I put the new swing trade watch list / strategy session right here. So if you miss it, click on this. The password is the same for all of our videos. So we're live there on Sundays. If you have any questions about our classes, you know, you went through a class and you have a question about it, you know, Sunday is when you can ask questions, and we're talking 100% swing trading. So hopefully that clears it up. Again, if you have any questions, you know, just shoot me an email and we can go back through it. All right, so CVNA, this was one of the ones on our watch. And I like this one the best because my favorite, if I don't catch it oversold, my next favorite is the 20 EMA crossover. What I'm looking for a stock to do is to make a 52-week high and pull back. Pull back from its 52-week high. Test the 20. You know, trade through it. Pull back above it. And I'm going to catch it when it's running back up to make a new 52-week high. I'm looking to catch that momentum back up off the bounce. So I could get in. My stop's going to be obviously the 20 EMA. That's what I'm basing my trade off of. And my first target is usually my final target. The target in this trade is going to be the 52-week high. Why did I take it off there? Because it can set up for my 52-week high strategy. So if I catch it here, I got one trade for one strategy, and then I got another trade for the next strategy, which we're going to look at here in a minute. But today it really surprised me because I got in, I set a target, and I got in at average was like 63.05. You know, by the time I got in full size of 63.05. And my first target was going to be, you know, 2.5 points away. Because I think the ATR on this was probably $3 and a little over $3 or $3.50 or something like that. So I said, you know, $2.50 today, I can take half off. Now, I like doing this because if I get a stock that's going to be volatile, I want to take advantage of that big move. If it makes a big move and then pulls back, I want to lock in some of that big profit. And that's what we did, but this thing kept going. And it actually hit my final target in one day. But I didn't take it all off. I left some on to see if we're going to continue to climb. And let me show you what I was looking at. Well, this is what we booked so far. You know, I don't mind looking at, I usually don't look at this because I don't check this until after the trade is over. But you can see this is what we booked today, 24.63.55 is, you know, our net P&L after commissions and fees and stuff. That's what we got locked in. Right now, with what I have left on there, we got about $3,700 left in play, you know, left to go. But, you know, no matter what, this is what I got locked in for already. So that goes in the bank. So not bad for the first day. You know, not bad at all. So here's what I was looking at. Here's the previous 52-week high, which is this line right here. This is where we hit, we sold off, and we kind of, you know, put in this ascending resistance. And this is kind of where it pulled back from. So this is just above the previous 52-week high. So I'm looking for this to at least test this resistance tomorrow. If we can get up and we start to have issues here, you know, I may just go ahead and sell it. and then get back in on my 52-week high break strategy. That's what I like to do here. I either like to add, or if there's a level of resistance up here, I'll have an alert in that when it reaches this price level, I'll start taking a look at it to see, what it's going to do. Other than that, I'm not watching it. The only time I watch it is when it hits alerts. And, so my thing tomorrow is I'm going to lead, I'm going to let it see if we continue to push up. If it establishes that it's strong and we're going to continue this move up, I may add more to it. I may get back in half size, or depending on what it looks like, I may get in full size. But I'm going to take advantage of this stock that I'm already trading. Because once I get really familiar with it and comfortable with it, then I'm going to try to get everything out of it that I can. So we'll still be looking at this tomorrow. And like I said, if it sets up for our 52-week high break, I'm going to be all over it. For that strategy. All right, so here's another one. This was one on our watch. I didn't trade it, but we looked at this Sunday, and this was on the day trade scan this morning because it had a nice little gap up. So this one was triggering pre-market, and it made a real nice move, over 4 points. So those of you that caught this on the oversold strategy, this was a nice one too. Here's the 52-week high break, and this one is just a straight one. It never pulled back to the 20. Here we made a 52-week high here. We pulled back, and within 2 weeks, we came back and broke it. So today was the entry day, and you see it was gapping up at the open. Another one that was gapping up over its 52-week high. We did have a pullback. You can't let these pullbacks scare you. Oftentimes, they do pull back, so you can wait once you get the bounce and it starts to push back. Get in. And remember what I told you, we retail traders, the big professional traders or the big guys with the money, they're trying to figure out what we're doing. And they know now, I guess, most of us aren't buying breakouts like we used to. We know that they're looking for us to buy breakouts. So we let it break out. We wait for a pullback. And then we're looking to get in. So there's nothing wrong with the stock that's gapping up. You should expect some profit taking. Okay, that's just common sense. When the stock gaps up, you're going to have some traders taking profits off the table. It's going to pull back in, but it should not stay, and it should not show significant weakness. This didn't. Excellent trade. Excellent trade on this. Here's another one, INTU. This one didn't gap up, but it opened above the previous day's close and put in this strong green candle. I mean, this is as strong as it gets. And remember, when we're talking on Sunday, if you were with me on Sunday, we were talking about what we were expecting the market to do based on what it did last week. And we said, providing nothing happened over the weekend, the market was going to be strong and we were going to push up. We will be looking for it to push up. Should be good for our long trades. Well, it tried to head fake us this morning with the SPY trying to sell off a little bit. But it stayed, it bounced a little bit. It didn't really sell off hard. And we were able to get the moves that we were looking for. So we were pretty happy. I was a little worried at first because it did start to sell, around 10 o'clock or so. I did get worried for a little bit, but it kind of caught itself and kind of hung around most of the day. So pretty good day overall. I was pretty happy with the results. So I can go into Tuesday really feeling comfortable, not having to worry about anything. This thing pretty much made my week. Hopefully we'll get some good stocks to look at tomorrow, and we can get a good day trade or two in, and really get this party started this week. So just wanted to share that with you guys real quick, and we will go ahead and get out of here. And you guys have a great afternoon, a great evening, and I will catch you guys first thing in the morning.